Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. I hope you all are as hyped for tonight as I am. I've been waiting for this season for a long time. I'm super excited to be the first game of the season here, season 16 of NGS, and we've got a banger for you tonight. Let's just take a look at what we got going on here. It's Bronze6 against Boomers and Zoomers, and you're gonna recognize some of these names. I see somebody is in here on a Smurf account, which is kind of hilarious. Or maybe they're just level 4, I don't know. But really looking forward to sharing this opening game with you. Again, if I didn't mention, this is the Heroic Division. Take a look at the map bans tonight. We have Bronze6 banning out that BOE and Towers of Doom. And honestly, you never see these bans very often. Now that I'm looking at this, Boomers and Zoomers taking out Braxis and Infernal. You see Braxis banned all the time, but BOE, Infernal, and Towers of Doom are kind of like the staples of Heroes of the Storm. But hey, thanks for the follow, Classified. Nobody mind the title where it initially said I'm streaming Final Fantasy. That is not what this is. Currently they have me playing against Bronze6, so hopefully that changes, because I don't want any part of this team. They are very scary. Full of happiness and rawr. Hell yeah. This is an incredible lobby. Let's see here as people get in. Thanks for the follow, Leo Rice. So, there's a guy in here that, who's not on the roster? What is this? Hang on, I gotta look at something here. This is Boomers and Zoomers. They currently have off-roster subs. Off-roster, okay, so they got an off-roster sub. Okay, it's off-roster sub. So, this is very weird, Raka. They have a level 40. Apparently it's an off-roster sub. His account is level 40. It's, okay. Well, maybe he EU gamer? Okay. He's an EU gamer. Very weird. So, Rhett is not part of this team either. So they have 2 off-roster subs who are supposedly replacing Madara and Legacy. Anyway. Let's move on, shall we? So, that is very interesting. Why is the... Why is it covering things up? That's interesting. It shouldn't be. Let's see. It's like the resolution changed. That's very strange. Oh, because I'm not on the right screen, y'all. Jesus Christ. Hey, how's that? Is that better? I think one team has two. Because Rhett is definitely not on the roster. And neither is Time Bullet. Yeah, no, thanks, Rocket. It's being a knucklehead. Let's talk about the game a little bit here. So we have the Blaze and the Sylvanas band from Bronze6. Boomers, Zoomers, Zoomers taking out Johanna and Maev. And the first pickup here is Juan Pablo on that Junkrat. Super punishing on this map. Very, very strong point control. It's going to be really hard to turn in, really hard to keep checking bushes. You're going to have to use a lot of abilities to do so. And we see the first pick, Diablo and Urel from the side of Boomers and Zoomers. And not wasting any time, the Brightwing and Hog are picked up here. Absolute meta slaving here in Heroic Division tonight. Second round of bans for the Zoomers. What do you take out here? A tank? Murden? No. I'm worried about the Greymane. Not so much the Tychus, which is an interesting choice. Can't ban them both. And Hanzo banned from the side of Bronze6. So picks 3 and 4 coming out here. I half expect to see the healer come out this time. Could be a Lucio combo here. A lot of walls to ride on. Pairs pretty well with the Diablo, and so far nothing to punish the Lucio, so... Well, Hogger can be a little tricky. But we do see a Chromie from Rhett and a Rhaegar, who's going to be fighting till his last breath. Rounding out the draft here, old Wildheart Danny and Killidan, #1 GM currently in NA. Gonna be doing the Muradin and Jaina. I feel like you don't see a lot of Jaina in this elo. I don't know. I don't know why that pick fascinates me, but it does. It's like, you know, it's like the starter hero, you know? Like the #1 guy in North America plays Jaina. Sounds weird to me. Yeah, there's Tracer. Who is gonna have a pretty good time into this team minus the Brightwing. Should be an interesting matchup here nonetheless. It's not often you still get to watch an entire lobby of Grandmasters go after each other, so this is pretty exciting. Game 1 of Season 16 NGS between Bronze6, Boomers and Zoomers, is about to get on their way. And if I could understand a little bit more what I'm doing with my stream, that would be just swell. There we go. And left from right tonight, our home team in the blue trunks is going to be Bronze6 with Juan Pablo, 64, on that Junkrat. Danny playing the Muradin, Albatrox on that Hogger. QTM on Brightwing and Killidan on the Jaina. And from right to left tonight, we have Boomers and Zoomers. Slug Hunter on that Urel. Cheeky's playing the Rhaegar. Rhett playing that Chromie. Time Bullet on the Diablo. And who am I missing? Storm Brandon, of course, on that Tracer. 50 fake bucks says Bronze6 takes us. There is a good chance. I feel like Tracer is the real difference maker here. As teams exchange blows in the mid. Here comes Urel, getting a bop over the side. Hogger clearing the wave very effectively. Slight wave advantage now in favor of Boomers and Zoomers. But everybody getting to their lanes. Storm Brandon being a menace, but taking a big blow there from the Jaina Ice Cone. Cone of Frost? Ice Cone? We take a look at our level 1 talents here. Junkrat just a smidge too late on the Time Bullet there. It is going to be Winter's Reach from the Jaina, which is a talent I've never purposely clicked on. Increasing the travel speed of that Q, probably to deal with the Tracer. A little bit more consistency. And here you just have good macro. Right away you see Cheekies and the Urel on the backline. Doing this bruiser camp. On the other side, of course, Pablo and QTM doing the same thing. Each team not losing any soak and getting all their chores done. Good wave clear here from both teams. Let's take a look at the battle mid as Chromie tries to clear this wave out. The red team doing a much better job thus far here in the mid lane, as the Hogger and Junkrat are nowhere to be found. As they rotate in now, it's going to be a 5-on-5. Good stun there onto the Urel. Massive damage. The Time Bullet goes in trying to save him, and it looks like he's going to be the first casualty of the season. Diablo going down. Slug Hunter, they are running after him. Danny just missing that stun. Does not have a jump. Therefore, down go the gems. No, Storm Brandon runs in, grabs them for his team. Making sure I'm not blocking that yet. So 26 to 15. Lord 15 returned in. Bronze6 chasing down the Boomers and Zoomers right now, looking for additional kills. There's a good boop onto the Chromie. Is there any follow-up? Well, Danny's there, but the rest of the team decided to go to Narnia. And we have the first pause of the season. Alright, well, we're in a pause. And we will wait to see what happens here. We hear the chips. I don't have any chips. That's ice cubes. I wish it was chips. Oh no, I want chips. Well, we sit and we wait. It's kind of weird that they don't play music in the background. Do I have that turned on? No. I feel like there should be continuous music playing. Alright, we're starting back up. So, it's 2 kills to 0 thus far in favor of Bronze6. It is going to be that full Q build from the Jaina. Chromie not quite getting booped out far enough to secure a kill. Despite the 2 kill advantage for Bronze6, see the Zoomers not terribly far away on XP. Good shift in there from the Brightwing with Killidan getting really low, and without that ice block there is not much to save him anymore. Down goes the Jaina. Good 5-man collapse there from the side of Boomers and Zoobers. Giga laggy. Shouldn't be laggy. I guess let me know if it's better. You really shouldn't be able to hear anything. Big engage there on the Juan Pablo. Chromie's gonna finish him off. It's 2-2 now in kills. As Boomers and Zoomers getting a little bit of momentum here. While in the bottom lane, nothing is happening per usual. But here in the top lane, where all the excitement happens, Danny getting real low. Tracer gonna be able, no, rather the Rhaegar able to finish him off. That's a lot of gems. 15 gems down there for the side of Bronze6. Danny blaming the pause. Chromie just doing massive amount of damage right now. It is going to be slowing sands instead of loop. Junkrat says, "You didn't think it'd be that easy, do you?" Trying to fight a Chromie in a tight corridor is not what you want to be doing right now. Level 10s, unless something drastic happens, are nearly assured first for the Boomers and Zoomers. Junkrat looking for a kill, gets down the slowing sands. Oh my gosh, almost just solos Junkrat by himself. Good heal there, and who's ganking who? Chromie puts down the slowing sands and absolutely destroys the Junkrat. Rhaegar with a little bit of follow-up, and now the Boomers and Zoomers getting their first turn of the match. Level 10's just around the corner, and in a really good position here. I don't know why my phone is doing all these crazy things, but okay. Luckily for the Zoomers, and not luckily, they drafted well. Oh, Juan Pablo getting real low thanks to the spider, but he's going to be able to get away. Blue team has a ton of wave clear right now, and as such, they are doing a really good job at clearing out this first objective here. Basically only going to lose, well, not even anything, mid or bottom, but just a wall bottom, or excuse me, the wall top and 2 towers. Storm Brandon coming in. What a kill there onto that Jaina. Still a no ice block. And now with level 10s, we can go through the list for both teams. We have Riptire from Junkrat, the Avatar. Blink Heal, that is the Elemental, and Hortipult from the Hogger. Meanwhile, for the red team, we've already seen a couple of them, but it is the Slow Sticky Bomb, Slowing Sands, Lightning Breath, Ancestral Heal, and the Ardent Defender. There's basically no other alt with Uriel. A little surprised not to see the APOC combo here. But I suppose with the amount of CC that they have, it's a decent idea. Albatrox smells blood in the water, and he is getting the heck out of dodge. Storm Brandon getting there just in time to be able to do this camp, and Chromie's going to be a little bit late, so it's going to be a 4-on-5 here. Let's see what Bronze6 can do with it. As the Chromie is showing up, Junkrat peels off to go clear, so now it's a 4-on-5 in favor of Boomers and Zoomers, and they're going to elect to just try to, let's see, Jaina getting a little bit of good engage with that spell armor, very good. Instead of taking the fight, Boomers and Zoomers, likely wise, decide to back up, clear their objectives, and they'll be doing so relatively effectively. Yeah, Brandon is an absolute nuisance with this Tracer, doing a really good job keeping the back DPS very honest and near their teammates. Good boop there by the Junkrat onto the Diablo. There we have an engage on a Killidan, and Time Bullet is eating more than just one bullet. I mean, that is the whole kit and caboodle. He's dead, right? He has to be. Okay. Man, did he take a lot of damage. Talk about soaking. Killidan getting real low now. Chromie doing a great job just pumping it out right now. Level 16 is going to be a little bit more tricky for Brandon, especially with that elemental, the point-and-click CC. Oof. You see the value of the frost shards. There's an engage onto the Muradin. Very calmly jumps away, and that Diablo has no souls. What's the damage there on the Chromie? 24,000 and 26,000 there from Killidan. Brightwing likely going to be able to shift back in when needed. Here he comes. RIP Dibbles. Hey, what's going on with Space Boat? Good to see you, friend. Rhaegar doing what Rhaegars do. Well, second best. To heal better. But wave clear also pretty good. Excuse me. Hogger very close to getting this bottom tower gone. Albatrox doing a great job here winning the bottom lane matchup. You can tell he wants it bad, but he's not gonna. He's gonna have to wait a little bit longer. Meanwhile, a trap in the bush isn't going to be hit. Oh, the Junkrat is just sitting on it. The Junkrat's just sitting on a Chromie. Ah! Duh! You're right there. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. It's a split fight. It's a 2v3. Hogger doing his best to clear this camp. Both teams now very close to a turn, and Bronze6 a little bit farther away. And just a lot of, it's just a wet, it's a wet blanket fight right now. Nobody really doing anything too spectacular. There's no real advantage here on the map for either of these teams. It's just who can make the least amount of mistakes, who can hit the most skill shots, and so far it looks like Boomers and Zoomers are doing that. However, it is a 4v5 here for them. Juan Pablo getting a shift. Getting out of dodge there. And I think if you are Boomers and Zoomers, you're trying to wait for 16s. You do have a decent amount of XP advantage for that. But Juan Pablo does get that turned in top, and now, assuredly, they'll get 16s around the same time as Boomers and Zoomers. B and Z? Can I say B and Z? I'm going with B and Z. Get a shorter name, that's my solution. Here comes a Tracer in behind onto Juan Pablo. He has nothing that he can do to really stop him, but here comes a Riptire. Ancestral is down. There is the Flame Breath. And massive damage being done by the Diablo, but nothing is yet dying. This Elemental in the backline is ripping Chromie in half. That's not enough to kill. And so far, 16's just popped. No kills on the board. And the first fort falls here in the bottom lane for Bronze6. Meanwhile, Bronze6 going in the top lane here. Trying to take down the second fort. Mid has already been cleared out. Bronze6 has to be careful here. With B&Z having 16s. Having most of their ultimates yet. No Ancestral, no Lightning Breath, but that doesn't mean they still can't kill things, and Yrel is an absolute unit with that Ardent Defender still available. Slug Hunter, though, gonna be having the turn in basically for his entire team. I feel like I've said that, I say that every year too about the Yavapai group of individuals who... You can have whatever name you want. That doesn't mean I have to say it, and I'm not gonna shorten it. That's my prerogative. We see BNZ trying to get a turn in here in the bot lane. There's a camp pushing mid for the side of Bronze6. They're going to back off, especially with that water elemental down. There's a good stun. Great cleanse. Ooh, but the root lands onto the Chromie. In comes Albatrox on the back. Good stun up against the wall onto the Yrel. But nothing is going to die here. And now, well, that's not nothing. Hogger is going to die here. Huge Riptire hits the Chromie and the Tracer. But they will live, thank you, Rhaegar. Nerfing names. Yeah, you should see what I call heroes and abilities and stuff. It's great. People probably think I'm illiterate. Just because I don't read books or something. I should be able to check APM, right? Look at Tracer's APM. Spiking there nearly at 500 APM. Meanwhile, the Muradin, an absolute clicking machine, over 300 APM. You can almost spot the boomers and zoomers just by the APM rather, for BNZ. But red team gets a turn in here, big push in the mid lane, killing it, getting real low. It's gonna need a lot of help and then some. Great damage there. And a good root, but it's not enough. The Jaina's gonna fall, so will the Muradin. Now BNZ looking real strong. Gonna be taking all three of these forts as they start rotating down. Chromie got 40 gems. They're gonna have a double turn in here. Down comes Tracer, down comes the Diablo. Albatrox, if he has, yeah, he is able to get out of dodge there. Well done. Hortapult down, but that is okay. You'd rather have your life than your ult. Junkrat very effectively clearing the top lane. Meanwhile, here in the bottom lane, Diablo soaking that tower, opening up this wall. Chromie provides vision to let them know that they are safe. Rail's going to go back and likely go start the camp. And in the race to 20, BNZ is ahead. Cheekies has an affliction for walls like I do. I don't think they can do this fast enough. Well, with Diablo here, it doesn't matter. So both camps here going to be taken by BNZ. The boss still not even sniffed at. He is super lonely here in the top lane. He is bored. Look how cool he is. Oh, and he goes away. Red Webweaver's descending. Does Yrel still have... No, Yrel turned in. Okay. I thought Yrel still had 40, but it makes sense. Don't expect to see much of an engage here from BNZ until 20. I kind of expect them to go top and soak that lane. Tracer here is trying to get to it as well. What's this Junkrat build? It is full traps. Good damage there onto the Diablo, but Proud's Soul Shield is pressed. All the damage ceases to exist. Essentially double mage here for the side of Bronze6, and down 2 levels now, down 20s with the objective pushing. This is a very scary push here from BNZ, potentially to secure game 1. Chromie just doing massive amounts of damage with that fast forward talent there at 16. That's why it's the best. Just keep pushing. Bronze6 doing a very good job clearing this effectively. Here we have an engage in the top lane onto the Chromie. Albatrox essentially 100-0ing the Chromie, but does get that Ancestral off. And now with that ultimate down, can Bronze6 do anything with it? No, doesn't look like it. Looks like they were just trying to catch somebody off guard, burning a couple of ults. They're okay with that. Really nice engage there from Albatrox, 30k, as you would expect him to do. And now, as I mentioned, the boss is bored. He is bored no longer. He's fighting for his life. And he's, well, he's not really gonna make it. Why does he have the gold? I guess Pharaoh's and gold. Yeah, that makes sense. That theme tracks. Meanwhile, Bronze 6 successfully getting level 20s. We take a look. Anything stand out? It's the rewind, obviously. We see the Winter Mute. No control. Fairy Protector and Cannonball. Fairy Protector can be very strong. There's a good boop by the Junkrat onto Rhett. But right now, it's all hands on deck to clear this boss. It's already half down. Excuse me. I think my balls just dropped. Already half down. Chromie doing just an incredible amount of damage to the back line. Just on cooldown, kill it and getting hit. Oh, he missed one. Gonna have to wait 4 seconds for that. Oh, he's back. Danny getting super low. Chromie completely uncontested here, and essentially no way to get to her. Camp is pushing there. You're gonna see, I think, Bronze 6 begin to chase this. They're looking for a fight. Here's an engage onto the Brightwing. Is there enough damage? No, he's able to blink away, and the Jaina absolutely eviscerates the Tracer. Got a little bit too close to the flame there. Jaina is trying to solo the entire team, and it's kind of working. Murd and good follow-up damage there onto the Rhaegar. Lightning Breath is still available. A little bit of a spray as the Chromie goes down. And now we are going to have a turn-in for Bronze 6. They needed to take a good fight, and they did so. Jaina was able to pop off there, doing a massive amount of damage, leading the team and the game by 76,000 damage. Now, Diablo's got to be kind of careful here. Yep, there's the root. There's the follow-up CC. There's the boop. Do we have another slow from Killidan? Yes, we do. That's the time it hits the URL. They don't look super interested in killing. They're just interested in buildings. Which is probably a good idea. Can't argue that. But all of B and Z are going to be available here in 9 seconds. This Diablo just is having a really bad time moving. There is just so much CC going on to him. Expect to see Bronze 6 rotate to the spot lane, take another keep. Time Bullet getting really low. Is there going to be enough healing available? The W's are very good, but the Urel's in the back line. Unstoppable now. Ardent Defender is not available, and Junkrat's going to secure that kill. Meanwhile, Danny getting super low, going to get that ship from the Brightwing. It is a 4v5 on the core of B and Z. And here comes the Lightning Breath. Is that extended? No, it is not. Good boop again by the Junkrat. And it looks like, despite being down a Urel, Boomers and Zoomers... Oh, never mind. I spoke too soon. That is a... Oh, my goodness. Great job there by Brandon. APOC does not miss, or rather the Hellgate does not connect. Diablo does have souls. If he secures a kill, it will definitely be worth it. However, the core is dropping too fast. GG has been called. Bronze 6 takes game 1 against Boomers and Zoomers. So, 8 to 8 in kills. Massive siege number here from Junkrat stands out for me. The double mage into Tracer was a really rough go. And, I mean, Tracer had to play perfectly the entire game to really win. And he got caught once. Jaina ended up catching him just once in that, that stun chain that she's able to pump out. And that was all she wrote. The fight was over, and mages do a lot of damage. Do. Healing numbers are very close. Incredibly close game all the way around. Could have gone either way. But yeah. Let's take a look at talents real quick. Nothing stands out to me. Actually, this one does. This is more of a stylistic preference, I think, than anything. Like, if you're going to use that a lot, obviously you're going to get a lot of value out of it, but if you're not very comfortable with that, I'll go with the 3 times traps. 3-time traps. Garbage fire. Reduce the cooldown of Loot Horde by 2 seconds every 5 seconds. Every 0.5 seconds, enemies in a large area on Loot Horde take 23 damage and are slowed. Headbanger. Pull no control. This is crazy good if you're able to get it onto a Rhaegar who's trying to Ancestral himself. Or a teammate for that matter. Anywho's, we go to our map select screen. We give Bronze6 a hard-earned point on the board. Let's see. Match winner, blue team. We are going to D-Shire. This is picked by blue team again. Let's see if I can do this right. Because our Soothsayer isn't quite working yet, so... There we go. Beautiful. Check Discord real quick. Make sure nobody's trying to talk to me. Alright, we're in lobby. We're going to D-Shire. Lobby's up. And I think we're about to get rocking and rolling here.
Dragon.
She keeps reminding us about her damn husband. Like, I know. Okay? I know. It's been like years, okay, that your husband's been dead. He ain't coming back. Maybe it's time to move on. Settle down. Find another husband. Maybe one with money this time. You know, or maybe you married for money and now you want the looks, you know? I mean, just live your life is what I'm getting at. But don't keep telling me. B&Z really hates Johanna. And they have first pick. Wait, do they? Yeah, they do. They don't want to play Johanna. Probably because their level 40 guy doesn't have Johanna. Or any of the other tanks. If he's tanking, why would you not just ban out the tanks? Like, ban Diablo and then ban, like, ETC. Just, like, ban the 2 cheapest tanks or whatever's on free rotation. Otherwise, he's just gonna first pick Diablo again. Unless their entire strategy is just now kill the Diablo. Because ultimately, that's what's gonna come up here. Is Lady of Thorns an anti-feminist icon for making her entire existence about a dead man? I don't think I want to discuss that. Junkrat Rhaegar banned Joe in Greymane Band? I know he's EU, but he still doesn't have the hero pool. That's not how that works. Hogger, first pick. Brightwing, second pick. QTM says, fine, I'll take Brightwing again. I don't mind Little Dragon. Unless they changed something really recently, but you don't have all your heroes or your levels when you switch servers. The one thing kind of holding me back from playing on my main in EU. It's like I just don't really want to grind all my heroes again. Yeah, but bro, he's level 40. He doesn't have the tank pack. He just doesn't have it. I mean, they could swap. They could swap him a tank, right? I keep forgetting about it. We're not in Storm League. Anyway, Sylvanas, excuse me, Nubarak. Taken by B&Z. Great, strong-looking draft here from both teams. Also, Joe Boring Tank. Iliaden, welcome. Get it at level 25. Wait. Really? Is that specifically the tank pack, or is it all three of them? Oh, have I been waiting too long? Level 235, you can buy to make more Smurfs. Oh, well, then I'm wrong, and I'll admit that. I stand crazy corrected. Everybody knew but me. See, y'all make way more Smurfs than I do. I'm looking at you, Gibbs. So y'all would know.
The hunt is on.
Lunera taken by Juan Pablo and a Rexar by the Albatrox. Very, very strong on this map. All four. Oh my god, there's a mosquito down here. Oh my god, I have to kill it. Oh god, sorry for the loud slapping noises. Yeah, I just thought you had to be level 50 before you could take the pack. I didn't realize you could do it at 25. Hanzo and Anduin, the amount of CC that Boomers and Zoomers has is kind of scary. Rounding out this draft should be... You don't really want the Vala. Is he going to do another mage? Phoenix. Cool. Only people who unironically play on in the offlane. Yeah. I think people that unironically play Ann in the offlane and name their accounts offlane Ann are just complete and total losers. Losers. You hear that, Gibbs? I think anybody that names their account Gafflo as well is just, you know, yikes. Anyway, back to our regular scheduled programming. From left to right, up 1-0 is a Bronze 6. We have a pause immediately. I thankfully I don't have to, Danny has to take the dog out. Alright, well, we're going to stay and enjoy the chat because they know they're in the corner, so I don't have to, hide the screen. Oh, he's back. Jesus, Danny. Get your shit together, son. Oh, excuse me. Get your stuff together. How can they not be ready? Paused it 2.5 seconds ago and they're still in core. From left to right is Bronze 6. Killadin playing that Phoenix. Juan Pablo on the Luna. Albatrox 30k on that Rexar. Danny playing the Muradin. And we have QTM playing that Brightwing. From right to left, it's going to be boomers and zoomers. Time bullet this time on the Hogger. Slug Hunter on the Sill. Rhett playing the Hanzo. Cheeky's on the Anduin, and Brandon on the Nubarak. What do you guys think of Meta Madness and NGS next season? I actually really like that idea. I think Meta Madness is a really cool tournament. If nobody watched that, basically they banned like the top, I think it was the top 10 meta heroes. So it was, you know, Diablo, Joe, Brywing, Rhaegar, Hogger, Blaze, and then like Syl, Vala, I don't know, name 2 other DPS, right? Those are all banned. And then every time you played a hero outside of that pool, you couldn't play him again during that series. Either team couldn't. So by the end of it, you had a I'm ready. I can't even tell you I'm ready. You're just gonna have to trust that I'm here. So yeah, it was a really cool tournament, and by the end it was just people playing like healers and like really weird stuff. So pretty cool.
Battle commencing in 10 seconds. 5.
These guys have known each other a long time. They've been near the top of their class for quite some time, so love to see friendly banter and discussions between them all. Take a look at what kind of builds we have. It's W, it's Might of the Banshee Queen, it is Beetles, excuse me, Set the Wisp. Nothing else really stands out. Block there. That bear is going to be first blood. Bear is going to be first blood. Bye, bear. Plate blows being exchanged here. We're going to track this this Hanzo quest. 1 arrow thus far achieved out of 20.
You think yourself worthy to wield the Dragon Knight's
Immediately see.
Take control of the shrines.
Immediately see camps being taken from both teams. In case you're wondering what's more important, they're all important. Albatrox doing some cheeky stuff here with this this bear, but bear's gonna lose his life because of it. Yes, he will.
Capture the shrines. Inherit the
Both
Dragon
of the
Knight's
top
power.
camps being taken. Hello,
Waste
Nor.
his forsaken kingdom.
Hanzo a little bit late getting the siege out. He's not the great at taking camps until level 4, and even then, it's meh. But we have both the top and the bottom shrines captured here. Oh, good dodge there by Slug Hunter. And then the pull, and that actually may have killed him instead. I think that pull killed him. He was out. He was out, and the Anduin trolled him and pulled him back. Oh my gosh, he just gets away. The stun by Danny goes waning, and now we have 3 members of Bronze6 in a very precarious situation. That Brightwing is in a real bad spot, but Killidan doing crazy amount of damage to the backline here. Really doing a great job healing for his team. Brightwing's going back, surely going to be able to shift in here. On to Danny. Yep, there he comes. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Brandon does be missing that. Oh, but the scatter arrow.
Blue team draws.
Nearly quest complete just on that arrow. Meanwhile, first blood was achieved here. I saw it. Camps are traps. camps are still up here in the top lane, giving value. Camp's been alive for nearly 2 minutes. It's pretty wild. Danny looking for a stun, not quite finding it. Juan Pablo wishing he had damage, not quite level 7 yet, but boy oh boy is he excited for that. What is that audio glitch? That was very weird. Each team essentially running a 1-1-3, 1-2-3, sorta. Level 7's online for the side of Bronze 6. Finally, the Choking Pollen comes online. The Luna has damage. Good, massive damage now onto that Anduin. Is it enough to save him? Yes, good peel there from Brandon. Cheekies falls to his knees. Is that... I don't know if I've ever seen anybody take that talent. Interesting. I wonder if that is a map-specific choice. Juan Pablo here. Not really participating, but is now, and the Hanzo gets a hop over that wall. 9 stacks out of 20 for the Hanzo. Uh-oh. No E, and knows that there's the Brightwing Poly. And down goes the Hogger. Really nice play there from Albatrox. From QTM getting that Poly off. Understanding that the Hogger had nowhere to go. And now the first Dragon Knight going to be captured here from the side of Bronze 6. Still in a lot of trouble. And in comes Brandon like a wrecking ball, but missed, wildly. Is Killian going to have it? No, he does not have the kill. Camp pushing here in the bottom lane. Juan Pablo getting some help from his Brightwing. Meanwhile, Dragon Knight pushing mid. Murden in there right now. And this has been a very clean game thus far from the side of Bronze 6. Surprised you don't have your Hanzo or your Sylvanas here. Syl is here, but she's very, very low. You gotta be careful with this camp pushing. Rhett getting very low. Cheeky's coming down saying, run away, I got you. Dragon Knight getting real low.
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Bottom fort is gone down. Really nice split push here. We take a look at the level 10s quick. It is going to be Leaping Strike, Avatar, Unleash the Boars. Purification Salvo, look, we just saw. There's the Leaping Strike over the top of the Hanzo, getting that kill. And of course the Blink Kill from the Brightwing. From the side of B&Z, we do see all the CC in the world. It is Shockwave, Wailing Arrow, Dragon Arrow, Light Bomb, and Cocoon, and they're on this camp right now. Are they going to engage? No, not yet. Waiting for their Hanzo. Right now, Bronze 6 in total control of this game. But CC do maketh the man sometimes. What is that thing? That's weird. Anyway. Bruiser camps picked up all across the board here. Excuse me, for Bronze 6. It's too early in the night to start yawning. Kilden doing a great job clearing that out here. A little bit of engage in the top lane. Onto Albatrox. Is there enough CC? No. Juan Pablo going to be pushing this bottom lane in. B&Z understanding that they don't... Oh! Oh my gosh, if that had gone off, he may have lived. It still would have been a miracle, but... Killing him, going in, getting that Purification Salvo out. Wow, the damage is insane. Big bop there from Time Bullet. Is he out? Yes, he is, but just barely. It's a 4v5 that went extremely well for the side of Bronze 6. They have the foot on the gas pedal right now. Juan Pablo is just AFK this bottom lane, pushing like he's in Asmodan and Storm League. What a hop over the wall. If you're looking for gamer moves, that is a gamer move. There's a Cocoon onto Juan Pablo, which is an interesting choice. This CC has to be layered perfectly. And there's just nothing here. So, it gets that out there. That was an incredible dodge. Holy cow. I mean, come on. Come on, Juan. What are you doing? Sidestep the Anduin route. That would have killed 95% of us. 99% of us. Outstanding micro. 13's advantage does go in favor of Bronze 6 right now. You'd like to see B&Z really take a fight here, and they really haven't with all their ultimates yet. Maybe with the Murden and the Dragon Knight, this is your opportunity to do so. Here's a Shockwave onto the Brightwing. Yeah, okay, here we go. And clunk. That's what I'm talking about. Really nicely done there by the Boomers and Zoomers. As a Brightwing, once you got that Z pushed, you know you're essentially dead in that scenario. And there's no CC here. Maybe the Q from the Faust. Yeah, no. I think you just could have walked out because you just saw all the ultimates go out. I think you just could have walked away very slowly. Oh, Storm Brandon going in! What is he doing? Oh man, if this were League of Legends, he'd be getting wildly pinged with question marks right now. As he just wanted, he was just bloodthirsty. At the end of the day, he just wanted the beef. Danny looking to go in. There's just no damage here. Juan Pablo's doing camps. Excuse me. And now with 16s, Boomers and Zoomers have a long road to hoe. Interesting. Bunch of damage. Really good cleanse there by the Brightwing. The bear is going to fall. Huh. I'm very much watching the Hanzo here because I never play with that talent. Ooh, there's a nice kill onto the Brightwing. Beautiful silence as well, and down he goes. But Soul was gonna pay for it with her life. Hogger getting so low. Is it enough? No, it is not. Good stun there by the Rexar. Keep is gone. But can they save the game? Dragon Knight, bottom camp gonna come out. I can't stop yawning for the life of me. Dwarf launched, heavy impact. Murden do be doing a lot of damage, though. What is he at right now? 20,000? It's not a ton, but also there's not a ton of damage being done. He's second on the team. As camp in the bottom lane is going to be an issue here. Really surprised just to see them give this Dragon Knight. I mean, they have pretty decent burn on it, but at the end of the day, it's camp's pushing everywhere for the side of Bronze 6. Half expect to see an engage again. Coming out just past this Dragon Knight. We refocus here on the middle lane. Two members of B&Z coming in from the bottom. Brandon likely going to be calling for that light bomb soon here. Was Epicenter online? It is. I think Juan Pablo was an offlaner in his last life. Because this man do be offlaning. Kind of interesting to see that rotation there. Maybe they want to wait for 20s and don't want to get caught in a tower, knowing that they basically don't have a tank, but I think Bronze 6 would wanted everybody here to push this bottom in. Ooh, the arrow just misses. Brightwing gonna be able to blink away, and that's essentially all the ultimates now for the side of Boomers and Zoomers, and they all missed. So now we have an engage here. by Danny. The Sylvanas is getting really low. Oh no, Cheekies, did he kill his Sylvanas? No, not quite. Good CC there, but here comes, oh my gosh, the amount of damage that that Purification Salvo just did. He purified the Boomers and the Zoomers. Anduin falls, still gone. No Hogger here to defend this, and that core going to be dropping very quickly. They want more. They want more, but they're not going to get it. They're going to take the win and move on. A 2-0 victory in favor of Bronze 6. If you like Phoenix, watch the Bronze 6. Yeah, I know Killidan is... I mean, I know who he is, right? He's pretty okay. This year's Phoenix game, yeah. This is... Watch Bronze 6. They're going to play a lot of that for sure. Probably almost worth banning. Leading the way in damage. I mean, just crushing everybody in damage was Killidan. What if you don't like Phoenix? Well, watch them anyway. They're going to be entertaining as hell. Let me just check my messages here real quick. Oh, excuse me. So anyway, yeah, congratulations, Bronze 6. They take the 2-0 domination over the side of... Wait, it is a best of 3, right? I'm like 95% sure that's true. Yes, it is. Beautiful. Oh, submitting somebody for an interview. Okay. We'll go to general. Godfilth isn't on that team, though. Oh, you mean just 2 out of 3 Phoenix players? Yeah. Meaning he does play it, yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen him actually play it, though. I know he does, but... the caster does not have lever status. The caster has rank decay. And I absolutely could show talents. This to me is a weird Hanzo build. Seen a lot of them. I don't know if I've seen this quite this combination before. Arsenal synergy.
There he is.
Hello.
Good day.
Let me just make sure that you're showing up. Say something again. How you feeling?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Oh yeah, we can hear you.
He's also feeling pretty good.
Sweet. Okay, there we go. So you had a very interesting night. Brightwing 2 games in a row. How you feeling with that?
I really like the diversity that we had on the team. I love how I played a lot of supports these games. It's been like since we've been practicing this week. I've played Brightwing all games. There's not a game I didn't play Brightwing.
That can be really exciting. I know
Oh, yeah.
I know the healer on my team really enjoys playing Brightwing for the rest of her life. So, but
Definitely
I mean,
a worthy champion, I'm telling you.
yeah, exactly. It's meta ain't changing, right? So why not?
Yeah, the nice also the Tracer. Like if the other teams plays Tracer Zero Tools, Brightwing is the go-to to counter that kind of playstyle.
Yeah, and especially in Heroic Division 2, you're going to be seeing a lot of that. backline diving, trying to kill the other DPS. So
Yeah.
Brightwing is a really good shutdown tool for that. But we'll get into the games a little bit here. We'll talk about the first map, which is Towers of Doom. You guys chose that map. Pretty meta draft across the board. Is anything that
we
game?
played Tomb.
What did I say?
Towers of Doom.
Oh
we played Tomb like first.
Yeah. My brain don't work so good sometimes.
That's fine.
Tomb of the Spider Queen is the map that we were on, and you guys took a Junkrat early. Really got a lot of good boops. That Chromie was really giving you guys the business.
Yeah, with all that vision, it was pretty hard to trying to find a flank for together.
Yeah, just a massive amount of damage in the poke. You guys really didn't have a lot to deal with it, and then with the momentum shift after the pause, what was your mental like going in after that pause?
We were scrambling. We saw a different momentum or energy in the chat. So something happened. I don't know.
Yeah, and it was a very streaky game. You guys were really bringing it to them early. Then there's the pause happen. They brought it all the way to you. Then after level 20s, what was your win condition there? Was it basically just, hey, we need to kill the Tracer, or what were the comms
so
like there?
Our strategy, since we were in the losing position, was sit tight and assess. So basically, we just try to find a small window the enemy could give us for us to take somebody out.
Mm-hmm.
But with Chromie and all that vision, it was really hard. In the end, we kind of turtled, and it worked out when they had no gems left, and when we had the chance to turn, we took it, and something happened. We got a few kills and won on that turn.
Yeah, the Jaina had a really nice combo at that post-20 fight there in the middle of the map, and that's really what snowballed the rest of the fight. I think it was 2 or 3 Cone of Frost that popped off, and the enemy team just couldn't move. And
oh yeah, Killidan was popping off, and I was just doing everything in my power to make sure that he pops off.
Yep. Sometimes you just kind of have to, if you play Overwatch, pocket mercy somebody and just hope for the best. So yeah, it was a great fight, a great game, very, very close. It was only 8-8 in kills, and then we moved to a game 2. We went to Dragonshire, and that, you guys looked like you were a class above on that map. Is that something you guys are extremely comfortable with?
That's our favorite map. That's the map we practice every week when you have the chance. During our blocks, we put that map in the scrim block.
Sure. And
we were just familiar with it. We have a bunch of strategies, and if we get our Greyman ban, as it happened on today, we kind of have a few pocket picks for Juan to be on. Unfortunately, we didn't have the chance to see Juan on his beautiful Greymane.
Yeah, they banned that out pretty aggressively. Yeah. And it looks like maybe in a past life that Juan Pablo wanted to be an offlaner. He seems to kind of fill that role as the soak bot. He was, especially on Junkrat.
Let me assure you that that's the opposite. No,
yeah,
we're having issues trying to keep someone in the off lane. It's you feel alone, playing those that role, you just feel alone, and I don't know, being lonely sometimes gets to you in the long term.
No, yeah, I get it. I spent a little stint as an off laner, and now I'm a tank, and I wish I wasn't. But sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But at the end of the day,
we need people like that. We need people like that.
Yeah, exactly, right? But congratulations today, a 2-0 victory over Boomers and Zoomers. Well fought. If you have any other shout-outs or questions or comments you want to do, the floor is yours.
Yeah, shout out to my team, and shout out to Bronze6 entirely. All the practice we have, we're having a lot of fun. And shout out to the other players that played the game. And shout out to you to cast this game and make sure that we still have fun every week.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you soon, I'm sure.
Alrighty, take care.
Take care. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is gonna do it for me. Yeah, CEO. That's you, Danny, right? Or is that I forget who that is. I watch his stream all the time. But yeah, he was. I'm gonna ask the questions, and if he if he shares, he shares. Who actually watches the post-game interviews anyway? Nobody's going to clip it and send that to the rest of Heroic Division, right? Probably not. But anyway, congratulations again to Bronze6, the 2-0 domination over the side of Boomers and Zoomers. I'm sure we'll be seeing those teams on this stream again very shortly. I think this is the only game cast tonight, but moving forward, there's going to be a ton more games this week, especially on my channel, so stick around. Rather, tomorrow night and the following night, stick around. And on behalf of NGS, myself, I appreciate... I have not leaked classified information. I appreciate all hanging out, and hope you have a wonderful night. Take care.